there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Raiders are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. 93. To throw his Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And some room to maneuver. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Raiders. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure you can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That is caught by Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A game there of 30 big ones.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Well, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal, Arizona. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Gordon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
618, 694, and 734.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Carr now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down by DeAndre Hopkins, and this guy, he's looking for a rebound from uncharacteristically low numbers last season. Missed the first significant time of his career due to injury and was limited to career lows in catches and yardage. Back and fully healthy, we expect him to return to his all-pro form.
To throw is Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Nichols in there to take him down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Murray going to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Murray now on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Gordon on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Murray now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards the pickup there. A give. It's Jacobs off the option. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Touchdown! Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Cardinals 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's good. Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
touchdown, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And they were able to add on to their advantage. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, Murray. And the Raiders have got him. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score. Raiders 28, Cardinals 24.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Carr. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Murray. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Jacobs going to try the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Jacobs from the gun. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Carr going to look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Murray now on 1st down. It completes it once more to Anderson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. They're probably probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Murray, one final try. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,